Hi, I'm Ruthie Dahle and welcome to my channel and welcome to this video. Today I want to be reviewing this product right here, the W7 Prime Grip. So let's get into the video and let's see what my thoughts on this product. How I rate my reviews is out of 10, where 10 out of 10 is the best. And unless something is wrong with the product or something drags it down, it will automatically get a 10 out of 10 because if nothing's wrong, nothing's wrong. The first thing that I want to talk about is the packaging. Now, the packaging is black and gray. I would say this is gray with a hint of blue in it. And packaging wise for W7, this is on brand. It's perfect for a brand. It fits right into the shelf. You know exactly what brand it is if you see the shelf. It doesn't stick out on the shelf in itself, like it doesn't look like it belongs to another brand. So packaging wise, and the fact that it is a tube, which plus, because I love having primers that is in a tube, because at the end of it you can just squeeze when it's done pumping and it won't do, so you can get like everything that you want. So for me, packaging 10 out of 10. Then when it comes to size, I would say the size is absolutely perfect. It is about 0.85 ounces or 24 grams. And I think it's the perfect size for a primer, but more specifically, it's perfect for travel. It fits in the toiletry bag perfectly, but it also lasts a bit because I only used this much and I feel like I've used a lot already, and I used 2 pumps. I'm just telling you how much I use. So size wise, I think it's absolutely perfect, so 10 out of 10. When it comes to the price, I bought this in Normal in Norway and I paid, I think, 58 kroner. That's about $5.80 or $6 if you want to round it up. I'm not 100% sure about the price because I thought I saved the receipt so I could check the price, but apparently I didn't. So it's about 58 Norwegian kroner. And so price for the amount of product you get and the quality of product, I would say it's a 10 out of 10. Then I want to get into the scent, because the scent of this, it has a slight chemical scent to it. And I do mean slight because if I were to pump it into my hand and put it on my face, I can't smell it. It's that slight. But if I were to open this, put my nose and smell it, I can smell it. So if you are really sensitive to any smell, or if you don't like a slight, very slight chemical smell, this does have that. It's very slight though. So because of that, I would say it's a 9 out of 10 because it might irritate someone and it might not. I'm just putting it out there. Then when it comes to description, I would say you can know the brand, very easy. Prime Grip tells you exactly what it is. It's a sticky primer. Then you get to the back and you have all of the ingredients that are here, but it's no description on how to use the product. And I know that we live in a time where most people know how to use products, skincare, makeup, because we have all the information online. But not everybody knows. So for that reason, because everybody doesn't know, I would say, because it's lacking how to use it, I would say it's a 9 out of 10. Just because I know that not everybody is great with makeup or great understanding products and how they work, because we all have our different strengths. Then when it comes to usability, I want to say like getting the lid off, pretty easy as pie. But then when you go to squeeze it, you have to use a little bit of force. And I think it's because of the thickness of the product rather than just the pump itself. So because it has a little bit of resistance pumping it, it's not for everyone. Especially if you have a disability where squeezing things are hard. So for that, I would give it an 8 out of 10. I would say that for emergencies, you can always twist it and use the product that way. But again, it depends on your disability and what you can and cannot do. So for that, 8 out of 10 because it's quite hard to press. Then we go on to the actual product itself. And for that, I will give you a little review. So this is one pump right here. You see how much product goes out. But this is one pump, and I don't think I squeezed it all the way in, just so you know. But let's smear this in just so we can get a feel of it. So the way I have found is that you don't want to smear it too much, and then I found that doing this actually helps it get a little bit more tacky for some reason, because if I let it dry on its own, it won't do that, okay? I don't know why. Yeah, okay, let it dry for a bit. And I want to talk about the product. So the product's got a thick consistency, a little bit runny as you saw, because it did start running. It has a shine to it. I don't know, you can tell it has a shine to it. And I just want to let it dry so that I can really show you how sticky it is, because it has stick to it. I'm not gonna lie, it says that it's prime grip, it's a primer that grips, and it does grip. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know, how do we do this so you can see the best possible way? I don't know, can you see if it has stickiness to it or not? I'm really not sure here if you can tell. But yeah, it had definitely, maybe this way, maybe up close. Okay, done with the show and tell. It has a stickiness to it, tackiness, which means the product will grip a lot better to it. Now, it also doesn't slide, so just keep that in mind. It has friction when I try to slide it down. It's a lot harder than if I were to go like this, because it has that resistance. So I think for that, it says that it's a prime grip, it does grip, and it's absolutely great at gripping. The makeup sticks. Trust me, it sticks. So for that, I want to say the product does deliver what it says it does. So that to me makes it a 10 out of 10. Before I go on to my opinion, I want to talk about worth. And that is, if you get this for about $6, and it lasts a bit, because I use about 2 small pumps or 1 large pump that I showed you. I use that every single time. And I would say you get a lot of product for the price, and the fact that it does what it says it does, I would say the worth is 10 out of 10. Now, my opinion on the product, and I want to tell you exactly why I bought this product. So I have a hard time getting makeup to sit on the center of my face, specifically my nose, sometimes right here on the apples of my cheek, I guess. Sometimes there, but mostly on my nose, the makeup does not want to stick to it. So for years, I've been using a eyeshadow primer that has tackiness, stickiness to it. So the first one that I used was Smashbox Photo 24-hour photo finish or something along those lines, but then they changed the packaging, and I was told they changed the recipe as well by the makeup people in the store. So I didn't want to buy the new one, so I went in to go and I bought the NYX glitter primer, and that worked well, but I have to order that online and it's more expensive than this one. And then I saw the gripping primers going viral on TikTok, and I was like, you know what, I will test it out, because if I can buy this in store, and it's a bigger bottle than an eyeshadow primer, and it's cheaper than an eyeshadow primer, and if it does the job, I will be happy. So the reason why I bought it was so that makeup can stick to my nose, and I don't know if you can tell, but makeup sticks to my nose with this. So I like to apply this to the center of my face, also underneath the eyes, on the eyes, and my chin, just to be safe. And then I use another primer for the rest of my face, because I don't need my whole face to be sticky, okay? I just need the center of my face, and it does the job, okay? I feel like this should have been here sooner, honestly. So for me, the product is a 10 out of a 10. And then we're getting here to the final score of it all. So if you put that all together, add it all up, divide it by 9, because there are 9 points, the total of this product right here is a 9.5 out of 10, and that is pretty good. The only thing that drags it down is, like I said, the very, very slight chemical scent, and the fact that pushing it down is a little bit hard for some people. and I try to be as objective on those points, but my opinion is where I keep my opinion and nobody else's matter. But on all the other points, I have to consider other people and what they go through in life. So for those little reasons, it's a 9.5 out of 10, which I think that is pretty good for a primer. So if you're looking for a primer to help makeup stick to your face, or you just want a good primer in general, this is what you need. That is everything I have for you today, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment down below, and if you want more content like this, then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you will be notified when I upload a video. And I want to thank everyone that likes, comments, watches, subscribes to my channel. Absolutely every single one of you. I appreciate it so much, and I love that you're here with me on our corner of YouTube. So with that, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!